You're a good fuck, if that, because I heard your thing. LaVon has her on text saying she's going to Tiger's house, and I have her on text saying she's going to meet with Soulja Boy. When I was texting you on the phone with you, crying to you about LaVon, bitch, I was telling you a whole bunch of lies, trying to make you think I was your friend so you would meet up with me so I could beat your ass. I was gonna bring 3 security to beat up your 1 security while I beated your ass. Got your man in a chokehold. If you let him at your side, he ain't coming home.
I'm just telling you that my daughter is not a fighter. My daughter is not a fighter, but I am. Tell your daughter to leave my daughter alone.
Here we are again. Here we are again.
Interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
What's up, you guys? Welcome and thank you for tuning back into my channel, Manimullaaa. It's your girl Mani back in the click today, and boy do I got some tea for y'all. Okay, now y'all already know what's going on out here in these YouTube streets with Miss Alabama Barker and Bad Baby. Yes, now y'all know we have not really spoken much about Bad Baby, and we definitely have never spoke at all about Alabama Barker, but y'all, they is out here in these streets causing havoc, okay, mayhem, and we is gonna get into it today. So before we get into all of that, y'all already know what's up. Make sure that y'all hit that like and subscribe button and stick around to the end of this video to make sure that y'all get all of the tea, okay? All right, now as for a little introduction, we don't really need one for Bad Baby. I mean, the girl has been around since 2016, 2017, popped off on Dr. Phil, and you know, went on to create a rap career after that. She came out with Gucci flip-flops, Hi Bitch, which personally, one of my favorites. Love Asian Doll's verse in that. Now, more recently in 2021, a couple days after her 18th birthday, she decided to make an OnlyFans, and I'm not exactly sure what they were showing up there because, honey, I was not going to search for it, but the amount of people who did go search for it was a little bit concerning because she ended up making over $1 million within the first 6 hours of creating her OnlyFans. Something that was very much unheard of at the time. I mean, she literally broke a record, okay? And I'm gonna be honest, once she went to rack up her millions on OnlyFans, I really didn't hear too much about this girl until she got pregnant by this motherfucker. Yes. And we will be talking about Mr. LV in just a second. But before we get into that, let's dive a little bit into Miss Alabama Barker. Now, I'm going to be very serious. I did not know who this girl was until more recently. I started seeing her pop up on my TikTok for all the wrong reasons.
I get foreign checks when they pay me.
About. I said, Jay, come do my hair today. He said I can't, but I would love to. Who you get a smart with?
This is so humiliating.
Okay, and it was not long after that until I realized that this is actually Travis Barker's daughter from Blink 182. Like, hold up. This cannot be the same girl who was out here acting like this.
We like to have fun, we like to go crazy.
Yes, you guys, so as you can imagine, my first couple of impressions of her were not the greatest, other than the fact that more recently her daddy got married to Kourtney Kardashian. There really isn't too much else to say about Alabama Barker because that's all that consists of her personality. Anyways, all of this nonsense began because of Miss Bad Baby hopping on the internet and claiming that Alabama Barker took her man. Now, we were all familiar with her man, Mr. LV, because not too long before this, she actually exposed LV for putting his hands on her, threatening to take their child, and a whole bunch of other bullshit. Yes, you guys, now she want to get on the internet crying about my man, my man, my man. Honey, why is he still your man? That's the real question. Y'all, so that is when Miss Barker decides to hop in the shade room comments saying #ew. She decides to go on this long ass rant on Instagram. And first of all, can we just talk about how every damn thing that is written up here looks like ChatGPT wrote it, okay? Like, girl, you cannot tell me that you sat here and put all this together and this is the best you could come up with. Anyways, so in this long post, she takes no accountability, of course, plays the blame game, blaming everything on LV, claiming she had no idea that they were together. And then she also admits that this whole entire love triangle has been going on for a year, practically contradicted herself, because if y'all have been messing around for a year and Danielle has been openly posting this man saying this was her baby father for the past couple of months, I'm not understanding how you could have not known. It is given very much pick Misha attitude.
Got your man in a chokehold. If you let him at your side, he ain't coming home.
I don't know who Pick Misha is if y'all are new. It's a woman that will do anything for a man to pick her and choose her, even if he's dusty and broke.
Okay. All right. So then Danielle goes on to post screenshots showing that Alabama knew evidently loud and clear this whole time that Levon was her baby daddy. She even goes on to say how Levon has her name tattooed on her neck.
We linked each other a couple times, but we never had sex. It wasn't like that. Like, he lied to me and told me that he wasn't him. First of all, he has my name tattooed on his neck. Like, how the fuck?
Okay, and something else that she also mentions is how Alabama has been over to her house before while LV was there, and how she really considered Alabama to be a friend. So it just doesn't make any sense how you would have not known that was her baby daddy, girl. Like, you got caught. You would think she would just admit it at this point, but no. Instead, she decides to go on a 2-minute TikTok rant explaining nothing but a bunch of lies, literally pulling them out her crack.
And that they had like no more dealings with each other and it was just business related. Sadly, I fell for his manipulative lies, and after I told him I no longer want communication with him, he continuously tried to talk to me.
Ho, the things that you've lied about.
Enough is enough!
I don't think so. So y'all, when you think it can't get any messier, that is when LV comes out of the woodworks, honey, and decided he was gonna post a picture of him and Alabama laid up. For why? I don't know. But child, all of that nonsense is how we get into the beginning of the most infamous rap feud of 2025 yet. Now, the feud back and forth led to BHAD Baby eventually releasing the first diss track called Overcooked. In this track, she exposed Alabama for sleeping with Soulja Boy and allegedly aborting a pregnancy by Tyga.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Yes, you guys, the same Tyga who is Kylie Jenner's ex. Yeah, that same Tyga. Okay, now obviously Tyga did come out and clear these rumors saying that he has never messed with Alabama a day in his life. But y'all know these folks like to lie. Moving on February 7th of this year, Alabama dropped her diss track Crybaby, where she made several accusations accusing LV of making the first pass. And she also went on to claim once again that she had no idea LV was Danielle's baby daddy. Alrighty, and I'm gonna be very honest. When Miss Alabama dropped this song right here, I was actually pretty impressed. For someone who is not a rapper, I thought it was clever. Now, I'm not gonna say it's the best of the best, but it was definitely more than I would have ever expected from her. But honey, the real tea was yet to come, because just a couple weeks later, on February 25th of this year, BHAD Baby released her hit diss song, Miss Whitman. And y'all, the internet was shooketh. Everything from the beat to the music video was a complete diss. Literally, the first line goes,
Why this bitch obsessed with me? I just don't understand. You suck the dick straight out my ass. Who got the upper hand?
Okay, and when she was previewing it on Instagram before she dropped it, that's exactly how I knew it was gonna be a hit. Not to mention, she also sampled one of Kanye's beats, who we obviously know is attached to the Kardashian family. She fires shots at Kourtney Kardashian, calling her burnt out. And even goes as far as to having a Travis Barker lookalike in the music video. Like, oh my god. Y'all, there are so many other hidden gems and messages within this diss track. And the thing is, it's not even 3 minutes. Like, Alabama, how did you get cooked like that in less than 3 minutes? Now, y'all, the Kardashians have been quiet ever since this diss track has came out. Alabama, on the other hand, she's been dropping little messages here and there on her Instagram story, but nothing to this caliber. And honey, this most definitely had to hurt her feelings, because just a couple days after this right here was dropped, Alabama's mama decides to get up on live and say a few things.
I'm just telling you that my daughter is not a fighter. My daughter is not a fighter, but I am. Tell your daughter to leave my daughter alone.
Yes, you guys, just a mess. And I really don't have too much to say about all of this drama, except the both of these girls need to get it together. This is who y'all are fighting over? A busted brokey who looks like this? And not to mention, puts his hands on women? You cannot be serious. Nobody in this situation is right. Even Danielle, because girl, you have a whole child. And Alabama may be young or whatever, but she is not young enough to not know the difference between a single man and her friend's man. And LV, honey, that's a story for another video. But what I will say is he is just as wrong as the both of them, if not more, because this 30-year-old crash out is out here messing around with 19 and 21-year-olds instead of finding someone who is his own age and being a wholesome role model to his daughter. But hey, that's just how I'm feeling. Y'all be sure to head into them comments and let me know how y'all are feeling, because that is it for this video. Yes, you guys, thank you so much for tuning back into my channel, Manimullaaa. If you like what you see, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And once again, y'all, head into them comments and let me know how y'all are feeling about all of this tea we got going on out here in these streets. Okay, but on that note, y'all be safe out here.